Hello there. Oh, I have some funny reflections going on. Oh, well. So welcome. It's been almost a week since we finished our Earth Month Stitch-along. So thank you for joining me here today. It's nice to see you. I wanted to show you what I did. I put it up on the wall behind me. And I am going to attempt to show you what other people did as well. If my phone cooperates, I hope it does. I actually personally kind of find it hard to believe that for 30 days in a row, with everything else that's been going on in my home and studio, I went live every day for, even if it was only for 10 minutes or so, to stitch. So I'm pretty, not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty impressed with myself about that. But I am even more impressed with everyone who did participate. And those of you who tagged me, thank you for doing that. And thank you for sending me photos. And I already put them up in the gallery on my website and hope that more of you will send me photos as well. I would love to get that gallery really, really full. So with that said, let me first reverse the camera and show you what I did. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I pinned these to the wall pretty much in the order that I made them. So this is day 1, day 2. So I did 6 across. Here's the view of all of them a little bit farther away. There we go. So they're all on clear plastic. Every single bit is hand stitched. Some are a little more complicated than others. Most of them are very, very, very simple. Because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to show how simple it was to stitch just a few pieces of plastic trash together and make it look interesting, or sometimes very interesting, sometimes just a little bit interesting. But I wanted to open up the possibilities of what can be done with simple things that wind up in the trash. This is my flower series over here. So I don't know that I can say if any of these specifically were my favorites. Oh, thank you. I like seeing them together as well. I don't know that I can say any specific one of them is a favorite. I wish with all of them that I had more time to spend on them. I wish I had more time to do some more elaborate stitching. So I don't know, maybe next time things will get more elaborate. We'll see. I don't know, I kind of like this one over here, the little disc into a flower. Thanks. Thank you. And then this one too. This turned into a little impromptu home. I kind of like that too. So I pinned them up on the wall in this combination so far. And I like them that way. I could see just stitching them together that way. But I think I'm more tempted to make them into a book, to be honest with you. And of course, I am tempted to make them into a hand-stitched book. A machine-stitched book would be a lot faster. But because this is all hand-stitched, I am tempted to keep going with the hand-stitching and make it all a hand-stitched book. So I don't know yet. I'm going to leave it up here on this wall and think about it. Because, well, I've got 2 other commissions to finish up before this, and then I can get to this. Or maybe I'll get to it in between and give it a little break. All right, so let's see. I would love to show you other people who have participated. So let's see if I can do this. Oh, I think I can. Yay. All right. First up, okay, hold on. I got to scroll. There's many. First up, we have this piece. This is by Kathy Mitchell. Isn't this fun? Let's see. Oh, I can't just go through this. Okay, so choose a different. Stop sharing. No. All right, bear with me. I have never shared this before and more than one. Okay, so that was one. Kathy Mitchell did a whole, oh, I think I can choose. Can I? Nope, I can't choose. Okay, here's another one by Kathy Mitchell too. Look, a black bag, a mountain with trees on it. Hey, oops. Sorry. I was trying to say, okay. Let's see. Can I share more? I have to choose a different asset. Oh, that's how I do it. Okay. I can figure this out. Okay, so here's another one of my favorites that Kathy Mitchell did. Check this out. How fun is that? She chose a little globe of something and made it into the planet Earth. It was just a little round plasticky thing. I think it was brilliant. Okay, so, and then she also did, where is this one? Oh, I love this flower. This flower involved a lot of hand stitching. I don't remember what Kathy's substrate is, but it's really nice. It kind of looks like I don't know, a baby wipe or something like that. I'm not sure. And let's see, let's choose one more. Let's see, one more of Kathy's. Here's the sun. She did a fabulous done with the sun. And oh, you love Karen, you love Europe. I'll have to take a look at it again. I didn't pay attention to how Europe looked. So I'll have to take a look, but here's another one. This is also Kathy Mitchell. Okay. So then let's move on. Let me show you Helene. Here's Helene. This is so much fun. How adorable is this? You know, I used to get a lot of sushi that had a lot of this grass, but I seem to not have any anymore. Go figure. Let's see. Helene did a whole bunch, and thank you for sending me those. Here's a lovely flower. This is great. I think this was on a coffee bag. Was that right, Helene? I think it was a coffee bag. I love coffee bags. They hold up really well to hand stitching and machine stitching for that matter. Okay, let's see. Then we have, Helene did a little weaving. How about that? Yes, Helene says, yes, it was a coffee bag. I love this weaving. This is so much fun. This was great. And there was another one. Here's this one. So to me, this one from a first glance looks like a skull. But I think it might have been a sheep, right? So this is wonderful. And let's see, let's show one more from Helene. Let's see. Oh, this one right here. The cacti. These are so fun. How wonderful is that? So, okay, and moving on, we have Ellen. Ellen sent me a whole bunch of things. So she stitched she didn't send me individual photos, but how fun are these pieces? And I just realized I'm missing somebody's piece. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologized. Anna's. I just realized I don't have Anna's uploaded to my phone. Sorry, Anna. Here's more of Ellen's pieces. She really went to town. And these are all machine stitched, she said. She said her hands were hurting, so she could not stitch by hand. Okay, then we have, this is Judy Payne. How fun is this? She made a little, what's it called? A jellyfish, right? It's so wonderful. And yes, wow, exactly, wow. And Judy needs that wow because she thinks she's not doing a great job, but I think she's doing an absolutely fabulous, fabulous job. Okay, then let's see, who do we have next? Oh, this is Linda Kirk. Linda Kirk sent me a whole bunch of things too. She did them on clear plastic as well. And let's see, there's more of Linda Kirk. Oh, here's a whole... She took a picture of all of them here. Look at that. She did a fabulous job and she kept right up with it. Yes, so fun. Exactly right. Exactly right. Okay, so let's see. Here's a close-up of one of, oh, it's not a close-up, but it's a 3B. Looks like she's got a whole cap stitched on there. So wonderful work. I love every single one of pieces that everyone has shared with me. And if you haven't shared yet, do email them to me, Natalia@artbynatalia.com, and I'll put them into the gallery on my website. And if you're on my website, on the left-hand side at the very top, it says Earth Month Stitch Along. And you can just click on that, and that's where I explain the whole project and the gallery of everyone's participants, everyone's work is. So I invite anyone's questions, and I have some questions here that I can answer that were put in earlier. Let's see. Question, where did this idea of the stitch along come from? Oh gosh, it came from everybody on the internet doing all sorts of different projects, like the 100-day project. And then there was something else. Oh, I can't remember now, but there's a whole slew of projects that people do on Instagram, on Facebook, where, everybody draws something for 100 days, or everybody stitches something for 100 days or something like that. And I was like, April, Earth Month, it seems perfect for it. Why not? Let's all stitch on plastic. So that's where the idea came from. But the idea is that I wanted to encourage everyone to see, first of all, how much plastic there is out there. And second of all, how easily it can all be stitched. And very simple. 100, I don't know about 100. Maybe next year, okay? Okay, so there was another question on here. I did that question. Ooh, there's more. Okay. What was your favorite art day during those 30 days? I can't tell you. Every day was different. Maybe I can tell you. The days where I wasn't rifling through my stash to find a little something, the days where I picked something up off the sidewalk or up off the path in the woods where I was taking the dog for a walk, those were the days that I think were my favorite to make something because it was found. Let's see, what other question? What should I do with my squares now? Suggestions. So I would, that's totally up to you. It would be very easy to stitch it into a whole piece like this. All you got to do is, let's see, you can very easily just overlap one over the other and just do a stitch down the edge. And do a whole row of them, then the next row, and stitch the first row onto the next row. Just a little overlap on the edge. That would be the easiest thing to do. You can do that by hand. You can do that by machine. You could also put some kind of a ribbon between all the little squares and stitch each one to the edge of a ribbon and have like a sort of like a sashing, I guess it's called, in between every square. That would be fun. Maybe you can use something that is also repurposed for that. Maybe, some stash you've got left over for some ribbons, or maybe it'll be a mesh ribbon. That would be fun. I think I want to put them together into a book. And it could be what's it called? A concertina type of book, which is just, like a folding book. I think it would make a great book for little kids, right? Can you imagine little kids rifling through all that plastic and having to identify what is that thing? Like, this thing over here, what the heck is this? I bet some kids couldn't identify it. Oh, thank you, Karen. That's very nice of you. Anyhow, so plenty of ideas of what to do. So pop in other questions. I'm going to look up through more questions here. Let's see. Still time to send in the photos for my project. Yes, please. Still time, plenty of time. I'm not putting a deadline onto this at all. Send them to me to Natalia@artbynatalia.com, and I'll put them up on my page. Where can I see all the art from this project? On my website. The page is called Earth Month Stitch Along. It's at the link for it is on the left-hand side at the very top of my page on my website. When is the next one? Well, let's say for now that the next one will be next April. Should there be something else ahead of that, I'll let you know. But for now, let's just say it's next April. Let's see, another question. Do you have any courses going on? I want to keep the momentum with all the plastics. Oh, thank you for that question. So yes, I have my innovative repurposing workshop. The last lesson is dropping tomorrow, actually, right? Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday, is dropping tomorrow. And that will be available for 90 days after the last lesson. So you can binge watch the 14 lessons ahead of time that were already released. You can watch the one that's being released on Saturday, and then you can keep rewatching them for 90 days, which I actually figured out today is August 5th. Seems so far away. Okay, so let's see. Questions here. Can you remind me of the size you would like the images? I would suggest that if you take the images with your phone, just send them to me actual size. I can make them smaller. But make sure when you're sending them, if you're sending them straight from your phone, that you click actual size or large, at the very least large, because otherwise some phones will automatically make them much smaller and then they become blurry on the web. So, but I would say if you're resizing the image yourself, I would make it at least 100 dpi, and I would say it would be at least 1,000 pixels on the most narrow side. So that's what I would say. Let's see, are there any more questions? Oh, so nope, it doesn't look like there's any more questions. So thank you again, everyone, for joining me. I am so happy that quite a few of you joined in on the stitch along. And I hope that it opened up your eyes to see just how much plastic is out there, and really all of it can be stitched. Maybe you can't get a needle through some of it, but you can use an awl and punch a hole through it first, or you can couch it onto something else. You don't have to use glue. You don't have to use nails or screws. Oh, thank you, Helena. I'm so glad you like this project. So I encourage you to keep stitching with this plastic, and I promise I will let you know when I put this up next, or when I finish stitching this, what I do with it. And maybe I'll even take some videos of how I'm doing it as well, and I'll post that too. All right. So thank you once again for joining me. I loved having you stitch along with me. I would say that Earth Month Stitch Along 2022 was a success, and I appreciate you being there. Oh, did something? Nope. That wasn't the question. Okay, all good. Thank you. Yes, I will. I really will. I'll take videos. I'm pretty good at these days. Thank you. Have a great weekend. It's coming up so soon. Bye-bye.